Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. I'm so proud to be a part of this collective here at Kim Wilson TV. You guys have been an absolute lifesaver for me. And I see through the comments that you have all really reached out in love and empathy and compassion for your fellow victims, targets, and survivors to really help pull each other through. Now, what makes this collective extremely unique? Well, number one is it's an international collective. We have people here from all over the world, and that's really exciting. Another thing is we have 5,000, almost 500 friends here at Kim Wilson TV, and that's just subscribers. And please go ahead and subscribe if you like. But what makes that quite unique is people have come in at varying stages of awareness, acceptance, education, and healing. So it really presents a wonderful opportunity to help support new people coming in. Now, I know if you're just scratching your head going, what the fuck just happened to my life? You are feeling pretty rocked, pretty shaken, and pretty mind-fucked at this point. And we've all been there. So if you're feeling a little shattered, a little fragmented today, trust me when I say, this is a fleeting feeling. This is going to pass, and you can depend on help and support here from your fellow survivors. Of that, I am certain. Now, my email address is kimwilsontv@gmail.com. You're always absolutely welcome to write to me. Unfortunately, I'm not able to always get back in a really timely fashion, but I do try. And I want to talk about that a little bit today. There has been a tremendous amount of recovery and healing here at this channel. There has also been a huge number of people who have gotten free, who have absolutely left and moved on to start to create a new life. Now, for those of you who are feeling really strong and really anchored in your recovery, I'm going to kind of throw this out there and see how you guys feel about it. There is a tremendous amount of healing here, of course, but we do have language barriers because we are from all sorts of countries all over the world. And if you're feeling really strong in your recovery today, like you could help someone, extend yourself to a fellow survivor, someone new who still may be victimized and trapped in the abuse, I would invite you to leave in the thread under this video the country that you're from and an email address so someone from your country could possibly reach out to you. Now, here we all speak English at this channel, but I know in a recovery support sort of environment, that would probably be more effective if you could communicate in your mother tongue. So I am hoping, just because of the number of new people here who are really suffering, and I'm telling you, you're not alone. You're really not. So just hang in there. This is going to pass, and let's see if we can form a bit of a sponsorship where people feeling very strong in their recovery can extend theirself, make theirself available to someone new. Now, I don't want you to burn out or to become overwhelmed by trying to help too many people. But if one person feeling very strong about their recovery could maybe take on one sponsee, someone that you could talk to one-on-one, be a bit of a support network for them, I think that would be fabulous. And I'd love to know what your ideas are on that. Now, if you're new, if you're just waking up to it, if you've just left the narc, maybe you've just been discarded, and we know how you feel, honest, we really do. We understand that absolutely soul-wrenching, spirit-twisting, mind-fucking feeling of absolute desperation. We've all been there. Many of us have felt suicidal. We've been in your shoes. You are not alone. And I think you're going to find that if you reach out for help, there's going to be help here, because guess what, guys? Suicide's not an option. We've talked many times about how the narcissist truly wants to destroy you. And let me tell you, killing yourself would be a pretty big feather in their cap. No, they wouldn't feel bad. No, they wouldn't feel remorse. It'd be one of the biggest boosts of narc supply they ever got. So we're not going to give that to them today, because this feeling of being suicidal, it'll pass. I had it too. Many of us have had it, and I promise it will pass. Now, if you're new here at the channel, I just want to let you know that I do not believe anything happens by accident. I don't believe that you were targeted by accident. I believe that you were targeted because you are a tremendous human being. And I know how hard it is to see beyond the pile of shit that has been dumped on your doorstep. I get all of it. But I will promise you, I am no different than you. I am no stronger than you. I'm no smarter than you. I got out, and you're going to get out too. And if you are out and you're struggling, I'm telling you, this too is going to pass. There really is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to make it there. And that's another thing that I don't believe has happened by accident. I don't think that 5,500 people ended up here by accident. I believe it is part of our future mission from this point forward, to extend ourselves to each other and reach out and try and help each other. Look, if you're feeling bad, and I know you've been isolated and you may not have much of a support network, you can lean on us here. You really can. I mean, you can see it over and over and over again in the comments. Now, if you are feeling suicidal, this is not a fucking option, okay? So you need to snap the fuck out of that feeling. You need to wake the fuck up out of that. You need to jar yourself awake from that. This is not an option. The odds of each of us being born is 1 in 400 trillion. That is a miracle, and that is a gift, and you are not going to shit on that. Not here, not on my watch. So please, clear your mind of that. There is going to be recovery and love and life and happiness beyond this point. Of that, I am absolutely certain. Now, statistics will show beyond a question of a doubt that more victims of narcissistic abuse commit suicide than any other sector in the human population. Now, for all of the victims who had no support, who had no way out, who truly did not see any other option but suicide, who did kill themselves, well, what are they doing today? Well, they're doing fuck all, because they're dead, okay? They're dead. And if you kill yourself, you'll be dead too, and this is not a good option. So today, in honor of all of the victims before us who have committed suicide, out of respect, out of love, out of empathy and compassion for those poor, poor human beings who didn't see a way out, do them a favor today. Show respect for their loss today by committing to recovery, not death. Please, please. You are not to blame for any of this. You are not codependent. Codependency isn't even real. It's some fucking catch term that the psychiatry industry uses to keep people sick. You did nothing wrong. You are not to blame. None of this is your fault. You were targeted because you're an extraordinary human being and no other reason. So give yourself a chance. Think about how many chances you gave the narc. How many times you extended love and kindness and empathy to that rotten motherfucking piece of shit. Please, if you could have offered them that much compassion, offer yourself some today. Offer yourself the love and the kindness and the support that you need today. Please, if you're feeling suicidal, reach out to someone in the comments below this video. Tragically, many victims of narcissistic abuse have committed suicide. People we will never get to know, people who have been gravely missed by their children, by their parents, by their friends. You don't need to be one of them. You really don't. I encourage you today, if you're feeling strong in your recovery and you could help to sponsor someone who's in need today, please leave your email address and the area that you're from. And if you are really suffering today, please do the same. Just identify yourself as someone having a very hard time today, and maybe leave your email address and let someone get in touch with you. Guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I am living proof of that. And together, we have made tremendous strides towards recovery and healing. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. Peace be with you guys. Love you guys lots.